Yes, these are the salted caramel chocolate chip cookies. You need to make them. They are delicious. We've eaten almost all of them that I've made. Don't delay, run to the store right away. Our first step is going to be at the stand mixer. I have my softened butter, 2 sticks, yes, 2 sticks of butter, so 16 tablespoons. I have brown sugar I'm adding, and some of it's stuck down in the bottom, and white sugar. Okay. So we're going to keep mixing it until it's light and fluffy. Okay, so now what I've done is I scraped down the sides one time. I'm going to do that again before I add the next ingredients. So it's lighter in color. Okay. Wipe off my sides here. Okay. I'm going to add an egg one at a time. Because of course we want to make sure we don't get any shell in there. So 1 egg. Okay. Add our next egg. And our vanilla extract. Oh, I want to be sure to say, stay to the very end because we have a surprise we want to show you. All right, now we're going to do our dry ingredients. So we have flour. And if you're not subscribed, you should be. Baking soda and salt. And of course, all the ingredients for this recipe is going to be in the description box. And now we're going to whisk them together. Now normally you would add the dry ingredients to the wet, but I'm going to put the wet in here because it's a big glass bowl. It'll be easier for you to see, and it'll be easier to mix. The oven's preheated to 350 degrees. And this is what that looks like, the wet ingredients. I'm going to add those now. Oh, okay. I'll start mixing it. This Danish whisk is really cool. It moves through all the ingredients without overworking them. It grabs it, it pulls through, which we didn't understand that until Mark and I started talking about it more. And a lot of times I forget to use this whisk. But if you see, I'm going to keep working it through. Have to be careful. You don't want to overwork the flour to make a tough cookie.
It's a flat whisk.
Okay, let me show you what it looks like. It's a flat whisk. You'll be able to see in a minute there's 2 holes there. And there's different shapes too, slightly different. I've seen them online. Now for the best part. We're going to add pecans. Now I chopped these, so make them as small or as large as you want. I have a mixture. Chocolate chips. Now I ran out of the regular size and I had to fill with a little bit of small ones, but that's okay. And then salted caramel. think I'm going to use a spoon here to get out the last of it. Yes, this part definitely takes it over the top. The salted caramel, oh my gosh. Now I saw in the store they had caramel sauce, but you want yours to be salted. Wow, it even looks good like this, doesn't it? Before it even becomes a cookie, just the ingredients together. Okay, I'm going to use 2 spoons. Now, last time I made the cookies too big, so I don't want them quite as large. I'm going to make them a little smaller. They do spread, so make sure you leave a lot of room in between each cookie. Now, this would be called the drop method. I'm going to put the first batch in at 350 degrees, 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, I'm going to set it for 12, but I'm going to watch it. I'm going to check it at 10, and now we have to wait. Coming out. They look really good. They still spread, but not as much. And I gave them more space. Okay, we're going to put the next batch in. Okay, good time, 12 minutes. And it's good, so we have brown on the edges, but not too dark. So we're going to let them cool. And then we're going to top them with the really cool nuts, the salted caramel sauce, and sea salt. Okay, so now we're going to add the caramel sauce. Add as much or as little as you want. All right, let's do the salt next. I've got flaky salt. Salt and sweet and crunchy. Perfect combination. Okay, I think we got it. Let's do the nuts. I like this size cookie. That's a little big. I don't think anybody will complain though. All right, we'll let them cool some more, then they're ready to eat. I am so ready to try this cookie, the salted caramel chocolate chip cookie.
You would not believe how awesome these are.
Mm-hmm. We've already eaten quite a few.
Oh, these are crispier than the ones you made the other day.
Mm. Oh, man. Wow.
Decadent.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, decadent.
Oh my gosh.
Be sure to stay. We still have a surprise for you. But
oh, I'll go get the surprise. You move these out of the way. Mm-hmm. These are amazing.
These are really good. But first I want to say, don't forget the recipe's in the description box. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make this recipe. Okay, I'm Let me move these out of the way.
We have a new addition to the family.
This is Willow.
Willow, say hello to everybody.
She was sound asleep, so
How you doing, baby?
she's not very awake.
She's been here for a week. She is how old?
She's probably around 10 weeks old.
And how much does she weigh?
Between 1.5 pounds.
She's tiny. She's a little peanut.
But she's been eating a lot and sleeping a lot, so.
She's a tabby, of course, by breed. And calico. You can see her multiple colors on her face and her body.
She's so cute.
She's a little lover-dover.
We still have our older cat, Dora, who's about 4. We did lose our cat Sky back in February, I think it was.
She was the all-white kitty. Mm-hmm. And these are all shelter kitties, so she comes from our local animal shelter.
Uh-huh. Oh, she's really cute. Loves to eat and plays.
Oh, little oh, purring. Hi. Hello.
Starting to wake up. All right, well, we'll see you next time with another great recipe. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Oh, so tired. So tired.